Okay, our next speaker is Donna Ellingson from the Founders Values, who's the Education Director, if I have it right. Donna, if you'll come up, please. Or now.
Now, okay. Very well. Hi, everybody. Thank you for coming out this afternoon. It's a beautiful day, isn't it? Yeah. Much better than last year. Okay. Well, let me introduce myself. I know Mike did it too, but my name is Donna Ellingson. I'm originally from Guyana in South America, but now I am a Pennsylvania patriot. I'm involved with several 9/12 Project and Tea Party groups in Pennsylvania, and of course with Founders Values here in Delaware. Okay, 1 year ago, I stood at this same location on the riverfront with a sign. Now, I'll show you my sign if you guys show me yours. Let me see them signs. Come on. Okay, here's mine. Socialism equals slavery. Now, you're going to ask me, why am I talking about socialism at a tax day tea party? Well, very simple. Because whether you agree with me or not, America, you are on the brink of sliding headlong into socialism. Make no mistake. Healthcare reform isn't about healthcare. It's about taking control over our lives and our freedoms. It's about taxation without real representation. And that's the insidious agenda of socialism. You know, most of you have probably never experienced socialism up close. I have. I was born in Guyana. It's a tiny country on the northeastern coast of South America. I fled Guyana and its socialist republic. Then I went to Venezuela. I left there just as it was poised on the brink of socialism. And we all know what happened there. A corrupt, posturing socialist regime took over. So then, I left Venezuela. And I came to America, legally. I came to the land of the free. And there I was, minding my own business. When suddenly I look around and I realize, America is now on the brink of the same socialist takeover. Well, let me tell you what it was like growing up under a socialist government-run regime. First of all, Guyana's biggest export is its people. Why? Because of the scourge of socialism. Everyone who can leaves. And there are three reasons why they're leaving. The first reason is social insecurity. We have a corrupt government and we have corrupt law enforcement. The second thing was financial insecurity. We have too much government regulation. We had the takeover of banks. We take over industry. We have currency devaluations, currency flight, tax increases. We had also third, personal insecurity. That means when government is in charge of everything, there's so much rampant crime and lawlessness, well, don't even bother to call 911. We had supermarket shelves with very little or no food, even if you had the money to buy them. We had long lines for everything. We had a lack of basic necessities, and like one of my friends said, oh, you should mention this, so I will. We had shortages of things like toilet paper, you know? We had to use cut-up newspaper instead of toilet paper. Now you take that and imagine that, and you say, nah, not today. But guess what? The communist paradise in Cuba just had a shortage shortage of toilet paper too, last August. We have had electricity blackouts. Well, guess what? Venezuela, the 10th biggest oil producer in the world, well, since September and October of last year, they've had ongoing electrical shortages. In fact, they had an electricity emergency in February of 2010. This is socialism. We also had frequent water shortages in Guyana. In Guyana, the name means land of many waters. We had water shortages all the time. We also suffered voter intimidation. We had to vote for the right person, and I remember my father having to lie about who he had really voted for because he was in danger of real retribution, physical assault, property damage. You had to lie and say who you voted for. We had free health care. You know, you could spend the whole day waiting in a medical facility in a dirty, rundown building, no basic supplies like aspirin, antibiotics, bandages, you know, the real necessary things. We had good indoctrination at school, not only in the elementary school, also in the institutions of higher learning. And guess what? As always, the government does it hiding behind the facade of fairness and compassion and social justice and concern for all of you oppressed workers. Does any of this sound familiar? Are we getting there yet? So this is why I became a 9/12 mom. And that's why I'm here today. And that's why I'm so happy to see all of you patriots, like-minded patriots here today. Okay, I know it sounds like a lot of gloom and doom, but we still have a lot of things in our favor. We still have our Constitution. And America remembers and knows what freedom is like and what the Founding Fathers intended us to be. And the spirit of liberty is still alive. Say yay! But we need you to awaken your neighbors, your friends, your relatives. Talk politics to them. Or if you can't talk politics, talk common sense, okay? Lend them some of your books. The 5,000-Year Leap. The Real George Washington. Liberty and Tyranny by Mark Levin. Join up with organizations like Founders Values, like the Delaware Rail Splitters, or with any of your local 9/12 project groups or your Tea Party groups. Volunteer. Don't just come out to rallies. Volunteer to make copies, hand out flyers. Use your God-given talents. Don't just come to rallies. Get involved. Run for local township and school boards. That's where you're going to make the biggest difference. Start to flip who's in there voting for you. Put your money where your mouth is. Contribute to your local groups. Another thing, investigate who you're voting for and only vote for people of honor and integrity. And furthermore, become a person of honor and integrity yourself. Say what you mean and mean what you say. Awaken, America, please. Do not accept this scourge. Do not let them impose their cruel agenda on you. As long as the American people remember who we are and the American spirit lives on, they will not overcome us. Remember what freedom is and awaken America. Thank you for listening.